Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, of great millstone, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And I say Shabbat Shalom to your Akim out there. And this is a quick sit-down lesson on this Shabbat, Wednesday night, March the 23rd, 2022. And the title of this quick sit-down lesson is going to be for tonight is more signs and more proof that the M.O.TB is approaching. And this is a news article from RT.com. It was published on March the 23rd, 2022. And the highlight of this news article, and it reads, State partners with Apple for digital IDs. And it says government, big tech aims for seamless and secure flying experience, Slovakia. And the state of Arizona has become the first to partner with Tech B-Moth, if I pronounced that right, Apple to merge a digital driver's license and a state ID with Apple Wallet app. It says users can pass through Phoenix Skies Harbor International Airport with just a tap of their iPhone or Apple Watch. Vice President of Apple Pay and Apple Wallet, Jennifer Bailey, enthused in a statement released on Wednesday. The digital ID includes all of the data found on a normal state ID or driver's license or driver's license, plus detailed facial recognition scans of fingerprints and a unspecified list of other information requested by the TSA. All the users need to do, according to Apple, is consist to provide wherever information the TSA requires using their device Face ID or Touch ID function. It says while the company touts the convenience of being able to whip out one device and move through airline security with just a tap, its built-in biometric features already offer up more than data. Even the most advanced non-computerized driver's license, and Apple admits that the TSA nabs a photo of the user above and beyond what it needed to travel, just for verification process. It says, however, the description of the authentication process also do not seem to include an opt-out. If, say, the user does not want to turn over a specific piece of biometric data, but it's fine with handling over the rest. The Verge asks Apple what happens to the photos the TSA tags, questioning whether they are stored and for how long and how their privacy is guaranteed. The company passed the questions along to the agency, which have not yet responded. It is a serious question given that images from airport scanners and have a tendency to end up where they shouldn't. The more embarrassing, the more widespread as the controversial over nude back scattered body scanners proves over a decade ago. It says Apple boasts that the user retains controls of their phone in all times rather than physical handling it to security. But given that the phone or watch communication its digital payload touch free, the possibility insists that other devices might be able to intercept the single Apple insists the data encrypted, but the company has been caught red-handed in such security fails in the past, such as when the notorious Israeli spyware formed the NSO group was forced to be able to implement the Pegasus, Pegasus, if I pronounce that right, Salakia. It says software into any Apple device is pleased. Apple announced in September that in addition to Arizona, Connecticut, Georgia, Iowa, Kentucky, Maryland, Oklahoma, and Utah will be among the first states to adopt the new form of credential. Wednesday's press release added Colorado, Hawaii, Mississippi, Ohio, and Puerto Rico to the list of real ID documents will be required to fly domestically in the United States by 2023, unless the deadline is pushed back again. It says also Apple also allows users to carry their digital C-Word 19 verification certificates in the Apple Wallet app and its Apple Pay apps, adding bank functionality such as the combination of digital ID with banking and healthcare functions brings the user closer than ever before to the World Economic Forum's known as Traveler Digital Identity and Global ID System, which aims to use a single card or app for banking, traveling, and healthcare record keeping proposed with a bit of social credit score keeping on the side. The system has been under test since it at least the year of 2020, which was 2 years ago, when the pandemic plunged the international travels into uncertain. So yeah, this is a step. This is a further step right here that the M.O.TB. Because everything is starting to be, even though we are so used and accustomed to it right now, of everything being digital. Once it be fully implementing of everything being digital, because you gotta have everything that's you know you, you're not gonna be able to not have a state ID no more, or a driver's license, or like a credit card, or your personal health care information and all that. Because, all that's is going to be stored in your phone, or, his information is going to be stored in your body. And that's when that MOTB comes in, that charagma. Because, these are one of the examples right here of this news article that's fastly approaching. That M.O.TB is, it's coming, it's approaching, and we're seeing it right before our eyes of these news articles that we see, that's bringing out this huge, significant information. And, this is important right here. It's going to be come a time when the hour of temptation comes in, and this affect people's livelihoods, especially people that fly domestically, or people like shop, buy foods or certain goods and stuff like that. Or like if you're going to the gym, or you're going to work, or you're going to the grocery store, or you're going to like movies or theaters or activities, outdoor events, you know, or like to the restaurants or certain things like you every day, like a human being normally do on a daily basis in society, you know. But you know, all that's gonna be digital, you know, or you going to the doctor, you know, you gotta have your health care and all your information being stored. If it's not gonna be stored on the phone digitally, it's gonna be stored in your body. You know, that's that charagma, you know, and that's when that hour temptation. That's either you down with this new agenda that's coming, and because you know this is gonna take effect on your daily lives and society, you know, and this is the only way you're gonna be sustained to be able to be in society, especially from an economic standpoint, you know, because you're gonna know how you're gonna eat, you know, how you're gonna pay your bills and stuff like that. As you, if you down with this charagma and this is society, you know, you're gonna have to choose two things. Either you down with this society, this new agenda that's approaching with this all-out digital currency that's gonna be implemented in your body, which that's charagma, that M.O.TB. You know, when that's being recorded in the book of Revelations 13, verse 16, and through verse 17, you know, that's fastly approaching, and we're seeing it right in front of our eyes, you know. And I'm going to bring it out for edification's sake in regards to the M.O.TB. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16, and it reads through the scriptures, holy scriptures. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a M word in their right part of their hand of the body, or the upper part of the forehead of their body. And verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, that he that have the M word, or the name of the B word, or the number of his name. Right. You know, you're gonna have, that's in order for you to buy or sell, because everything is gonna be full digital. Because like the paper dollar, it's not gonna be no more value. You know, the paper dollar is not gonna be no more value when that time comes of this M.O.TB coming to full effect, which is approaching, because we're seeing other signs of it, which is quickly approaching. I mean, it's not gonna extremely approach this like right away, like fast, like just like that. No, you know, it's taking time, and we're seeing the steps of it, of the M.O.TB quickly and coming, and the steps of the process of it is coming. You know, because you know that's when that hour of temptation comes for you to be able to sustain yourself, to maintain of being in this society, you know, to be able to function in this society, you know, especially the things that you do on an everyday basis in this society, you know, and it's gonna come to that. In order for you to buy or sell, you know, you're gonna have that thing implemented in you. If it's not from your phones, because on your phones as well too, because everything is gonna be so digitized nowadays, especially what's coming, you know, because everything is gonna be all out full digital, you know. And that's when that hour of temptation comes, whether you to be able to buy or sell, like going to the grocery store, going to the gym, going to the doctors, you know, anything like that, or deliver food or order food. You're gonna have that. Everything is gonna be, you know, transactions. Your bank information. You know, either if it's not gonna be on your phone or your card or your personal cards and stuff like that. Best believe it's gonna be inside your body. You know, every all that digital information, your financial records, your personal records, and everything like that is gonna be inside your body, implemented in you. And that's where, in the times that we're coming into, because everything is gonna be full digital. You're not gonna need no more credit cards. You're not gonna need no more proof of your ID, because everything is gonna be digital. If it's not gonna be on your phone, best believe it's gonna be implemented in you. That's the order. That's the examples of sustaining yourself in society. That's when that buy or sell comes in. In order for your buy or sell, you gotta have that stuff implemented in you, and that's when that M.O.TB Karagma is approaching, and we're seeing it. And so with that, I hope this quick sit down lesson was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, of great millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. Until next time, I will say Shabbat Shalom.